Hello and welcome to episode 47 of I Am the Tigers, a podcast all about the National Ice Hockey League, but one that always has an eye on the Telford Tigers. As we say, we always have an eye on the Telford Tigers here, and that's exactly what we're going to focus on. Between seasons, what I'm going to do at the end of each month is just take a look at how the Telford Tigers are shaping up, to be completely honest. So I'm going to kick off with Tigers 2. On the player front, there's not much to report, and by not much, I mean nothing. However, big changes in terms of the coaching staff, because it has been announced that the coaching staff have all left. So Scott McKenzie, Dougie Wildman, Kieran Nicholas, all moving on, going elsewhere. I think it would be fairly safe to say that they had a successful 3 years, 6 trophies, which were 3 league titles, 2 cup titles, and a playoff title as well. So in 3 years to win 6 pieces of silverware from a maximum of 9, I would say pretty good going, and they are going to be a tough act to replace. So good luck to Tigers 2 with whoever comes in. Some very big shoes to be filling there. Telford Tigers in the National League, though. We have 5 signings already. Tigers fans will probably be amazed at that because we're often amongst the last of the teams to start announcing signings. But no, we've definitely got in with a few early this year. So let's kick off, and in no particular order. Actually, no, there is going to be an order. I'm going to go from netminders right the way up to forwards. So in terms of netminders, Brad Day. I know it's not a surprise. It's signed for 2 years, so we knew he was coming back this season. But the good news is he's not coming back for this season. He's also coming back for the following season as well. That's right, a brand new 2-year contract for Brad Day. I think it's great news. For my money, one of the best netminders in the league. Quite simply, if he's playing, we've always got a chance of winning a game. And keeping Brad, I think, just helps make the Tigers a bit more attractive proposition for players who are looking for teams, because you're going to be with a shout of winning a game every single night. He is that good. In terms of defence, 1 signing to date, and that is Rhodes Mitchell-King. Much like Brad, he's on a 2-year deal. Great news, young defenceman, getting better, played big minutes last season, seems to be called upon a lot, really solid. Yeah, very happy with that. I'm pleased that we've got him for 2 more years. He's only going to continue getting better. I think it's a really good signing for the Tigers. And forwards, we have had 3 forwards signed to date. So we have 1 new signing and 2 re-signings. So let's kick off with the 2 re-signings first of all. First up, Finley Howes. For me, absolutely crucial. He's young, he's putting up big numbers, plays plenty of minutes, plays all the big minutes. Yeah, he's the kind of player that arguably we should be sort of, aiming to build a team around, I would say. When you've got somebody in their early 20s sort of putting up 80 points or so, that's absolutely massive. And again, he's getting better. I can't imagine that, if he had decided he wanted to go elsewhere, there would have been a lack of clubs interested, quite simply, because, that age, those numbers, he could have basically had his pick of the league. So absolutely delighted he's staying. Only 2 years, though. My son did say, wouldn't it be good if we had him for 5? Yeah, it would. I don't know how a 5-year contract would work, if ever one of those existed in the National League. But hey, you know what? We'll take 2 years at the moment. Joining him as a re-signing, and again for 2 years. We are getting plenty of players on 2-year deals. Harry Ferguson. I think that's a really, really strong signing. He's tough. He's gritty. I can't imagine defences look forward to seeing him come onto the ice. He does all that kind of dirty work. He gets in the way of netminders and screens them, and he pops up with important goals as well. So yeah, delighted that Ferguson's going to be staying for a couple more years. And in terms of the 1 new signing, coming in from Bristol is Adam Harding. I'm pleased with it. Pleased with that as a signing. Adds a bit of experience to the team. Any luck, he's going to be going along at around about a point a game. He was just under a point a game last season with Bristol, and it would be fair to say they struggled last season. Put him in a better team, then I'm hopeful that we're going to be getting a player who's going to be around about a point a game, perhaps even better, which, to me seems like a really, really good signing. So that's Telford Tigers to date. At the end of each month, I will be running through how the squads are looking. But in terms of next week, it'll be a roundup across the league. There's plenty to discuss, not least non-British trained netminders and a rebrand for the Bees. But of course, all of that we will discuss next week, because this week it is focusing purely on the Telford Tigers. So tune in next week for all that and everything else that's going on around the league. I'll see you then. Bye for now.